No offense to the homeless people, but like, you know, when you get on the subway and there's like a homeless person sleeping and like everyone has to get out of that car?
Yeah.
That's what my husband's balls smell like. Oh my God, I hope he's not mad.
Also,
I hope he's not mad. She said that on a podcast to probably hundreds, if not millions of people at this point because the situation is going crazy. Bro, what? I ain't gonna lie, now wrap it up. Wrap it up, bro. Wrap it up. Bro, Akaash, swallow your pride to the side, cut that check, and divorce this woman. She is ruining your reputation and ruining your life. Man, what's going on, y'all? Man, today we got Akaash Singh's humiliation ritual just got way worse, bro. Video by American Redact, bro. Shout out to American Redact, man. Let's get into it, man. It seems like for the whole month of November and a little bit of October, Akaash has just been getting thrown through the ringer, bro. And it's all because of his girl, bro. There's a lesson in this joint, bro. Please vet people fully before you fucking marry them, bro. Anyway, let's go.
There's no way a girl this beautiful doesn't break my heart. I was like, there's no way this isn't gonna end with me with egg on my face.
I ain't gonna lie. That boy Akaash may be a lot of things, but one thing he did do just there in that clip was tell the future, bro. He might be a future teller, bro.
I'm actively trying to have an orgy because this couple is so fucking good looking, and you haven't seen Nav yet, but wait till you fucking see him. His body goes crazy. His face card always slays, never declines. And it's kind of weird because I'm talking about your husband.
all right, so it seems that Akaash Singh's brutal humiliation ritual just continues to get worse. Because it's almost been 3 weeks since Myron from Fresh and Fit exposed Akaash's bizarre relationship with his wife, how she fantasized.
I ain't gonna lie, that's one thing that really messed me up about the situation, bro. This is the one and only time I agreed with Myron and he was right. Oh my God. Akaash, what have you done? You got us out here agreeing with Myron Gaines, bro. Come on, man.
As is about other men on her podcast, and how she reminisces on all the fun she had in the frat houses back in college. Which doesn't even seem that bad until you realize that she tricked Akaash into believing that they were both virgins up until their marriage.
My wife also hadn't had any sexual partners, so that helped us connect a lot more.
Now, let me ask you this. Do you believe her?
If you've seen her, then it's hard to believe. Yeah. I remember I was just like, what? But she was like, she was 22, I was 31. There was an age gap.
Sure. Did you lie? Or did you come right out and say like, oh, me too? Or was it, what did that conversation go like?
I don't remember how it came. I think she said it.
Blacked out?
She said it, and then I was like...
When she said, I'm a virgin, you went, your heart exploded?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, he got happy. He said nothing compared to.
Exactly, dude. I was
a stallion compared to anybody else.
I was that's great. So happy.
Yeah, that for
so
sure.
So relieved.
I was popping my pussy and living my best life in these white boy frat houses, and I had a roster of guys that I would rotate through.
Wait, okay, I have two butthole stories. So one time I met this guy on Tinder and I made the dumb mistake of letting him sleep over, like not really wanting to fucking hook up. And I like woke up in the morning and like my asshole was a little sore.
Oh my God.
And the whole
I ain't gonna lie, that is a little insane. That dude is a weird ass nigga, but bro, you're out here on podcasts, on social media being like, oh, when me and my wife met, we were both virgins, and now it's coming out that that shit was a whole lie. Your John was getting tossed around like a football in college by white frat boys. Your girl them has butthole stories, B. Come on, man. Holy, wrap it up.
The whole thing was so explosive that it pretty much nuked the guy's entire online presence and reputation. And the worst part about this is that the story hasn't even died down yet.
Damn, Greg Doucette, motherfucking MTR, I ain't gonna lie. Everyone's eating on the situation, bruh. Everyone's eating.
It's just starting
Sheesh.
to blow up. And honestly, it's become so mainstream that it's now permanently attached to Akaash's brand, ruining both his reputation and his career as a podcasting comedian. Akaash's comedy largely revolves around criticizing other people's relationships, and most of the viral clips of his routine online have to do with him calling couples out in the crowd. But that really just won't work anymore since everyone knows that he's the biggest doormat of all time.
Nah, he's gonna have to find a whole new shtick. He's gonna have to find a whole new comedic approach, bro. You can't talk about people's relationships when at home things is really getting crazy. Things is really going down. She's telling you to shut the fuck up to your face. She's out here disrespecting you on podcast, saying that she wants to fuck her friend's husband. Over here glazing the shit out of her friend Nav, bro. I ain't gonna lie, with the way she talking, they probably already did some things behind closed doors. But you feel me? Like you gotta do a whole shtick, bro. You can't be doing this whole like making fun of people's relationships when you were a virgin. And then also, when you do get a girl, your situation is even worse than the people you're making fun of.
I mean, we're already seeing it happen, because during his first comedy show after this whole story broke, he was apparently extremely awkward about the whole thing, and it was clear that it was affecting his act.
Jeez. I went to the 7 p.m. show last night, and it was extremely awkward. He was clearly not processing the situation, and he ended the set 20 minutes early. I only found out about his wife the day of the show, and honestly, after seeing that set basically be his therapy moment about it, I am way more suspicious of controversy than before, or I think they meant of this controversy than before. This is clearly something he's insecure about, even though he tried way too hard to make it seem like he wasn't. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Akaash, even though you're going through this right now, the one thing you're not supposed to do is bring this shit into work. Bring this shit into your comedy shtick, bro. Bro, like this comment says, a majority of the people that were there probably didn't even know about this situation. They were just there to have a laugh, not to go through a complete therapy session with you, bro. Like, over-explaining yourself, overly talking about this negative situation is only going to make things get more negative. It's only going to make things get worse, bro.
Like, according to one of the audience members, he pretty much used his time on stage as a therapy session, pleading with the crowd that his wife is loyal.
He spent the first 10 to 15 minutes of the set talking about the controversy, how his wife has been loyal to him, and everything she has been saying is just jokes and is fine with him. Holy, bro, this is cope. Anyway, no one in the crowd knew how to take this information, and I truly believe that the majority of the fans there had no idea any of this was going on. Feel me? This only made him spend like 1/3 of his set on it, and even what the hell? This only made him spend like 1/3 of his set on it, making it even more awkward. Then he proceeded to jokingly call his wife a whore every time he brought her up. Holy, you see what happens when you really focus on the negative shit and that shit really starts bothering you in your mind, bro? You end up taking it to places where it shouldn't be taken to, bro. Akaash probably lost money on this show. And those people probably told their other friends who wanted to see him, bro, probably don't go see him, bro. It's probably not going to be as funny, bro. It's going to be awkward, and it's going to turn into a therapy session, and it's going to be super weird, bro.
And was
This is why Akaash, bro, please leave this girl. Please. Swallow your pride to the side, bro. Cut that check. Do what you gotta do, bro. But leave her, bro. It's going to be way better for you in the long run if you just leave her now, B.
just joking around this whole time. So the dude's clearly going through it. I mean, his wife single-handedly ruined his career and then bragged about it for clout. Like, she's trying really hard to be this girl boss influencer, but it's only resulted in the destruction of her husband's livelihood.
No offense to the homeless people, but like, you know, when you get on the subway and there's like a homeless person sleeping and like everyone has to get out of that car?
Yeah.
That's what my husband's balls smell like. Oh my God, I hope he's not mad.
Also,
I hope he's not mad. She said that on a podcast to probably hundreds, if not millions of people at this point, because the situation is going crazy. Bro, What? I ain't gonna lie. Now wrap it up. Wrap it up, bro. Wrap it up, bro. Akaash, swallow your pride to the side, cut that check, and divorce this woman. She is ruining your reputation and ruining your life. Come on, bro. You gotta be better than this, man.
So, on top of the fact that it's likely ruined his comedy career, what's even worse about this whole thing is that it's likely destroyed the dynamic he has with Andrew Schultz and the guys on the Flagrant podcast. Because the Flagrant podcast has always loved to clown on guys in these types of relationships.
Whatever makes you sleep at night.
Yo, do you think that your girl has slept with 3 times the amount of guys she's told you?
Why the fuck did you just ask me that?
I need to make it real.
I didn't say body count. I said I want to hear about a couple of the previous.
Why you want to hear? Why?
I just want to see.
What are you gonna get out of that?
I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure
you jerking off to
she got good taste.
Yeah, that's some cuck shit.
Just make sure she got good taste.
Yeah, Akaash, you got no room to call nobody a cuck, bro. You real life sat on a podcast and watch your John dick ride the fuck out of another man. Are we serious?
I mean, they probably have over 100 episodes torching Will Smith and everything his wife said about him in the media. But now that Akaash was exposed as the biggest cucumber king of all time, that dynamic really won't work anymore. I mean, Andrew Schultz is never going to let this go. And you can already tell that he finds this whole thing to be absolutely hilarious. Because the Flagrant guys actually ended up responding to the whole thing while Akaash was away on vacation, and it seemed like they were desperately wanting to make jokes about it, but knowing how much it's eating away at Akaash, they just didn't.
Changed, son. It was raining, and now it's sunny. Like, the shit
Akaash is in India or Dubai.
Yes,
a planned trip. A planned trip that was planned before this madness. Okay? He's there, and obviously we want to talk about what's going on, but we don't feel right talking about without him here. Mm-hmm. So once he's back, we're going to have that conversation. I'm sure that will be spirited.
Yo, I'm not one to like take things from the red pill, but you know how them red pill people be like, oh yeah, sometimes you have to go on your lone wolf to really figure out the man you are. I ain't gonna lie, Akaash, you might have to go on a lone wolf for a little bit, bro, because not only is your girl slimy, your friends are some of the most backdoor niggas I've ever seen. Andrew and all of the other niggas on the Flagrant podcast are literally laughing at you while you're on vacation. Laughing at you going through the situation. Now, if you have real bros, they'd probably fucking down on you in private, but they'd probably tell you like, yo, bro, like get away from this girl, all that, and try to lift you up, bro. These niggas are not gonna lift you up. I'm telling you that right now, especially Andrew Schultz ass, bro. He is not gonna lift you up, bro. Like, maybe not only does he need to cut off his girl, he needs to cut off everybody from the Flagrant podcast, bro. I'm serious.
Climate change.
Yo, climate change is crazy, man. Mm-hmm. It's crazy that climate change.
Baking soda.
Yeah. Baking soda.
So we're not going to make any jokes, bro. We're not making any jokes. We're trying to treat
We're not making any jokes because we're a serious political podcast.
Yeah, we're high tea, man.
High tea.
And you could tell that they wanted to clown on him so bad, but held their tongues out of respect. Because in the Patreon episode they recorded later this day, they essentially roasted Akaash the entire time.
Oh,
and
nice.
As a result, a lot of the episode is just a censored, blurry circle.
And we do it all over.
Oh, that was crazy. Cut that.
How do you want me to cut it out? What did
you want to cut?
I don't know. I don't even know.
What did you want to cut?
I don't even know.
Also, how would you do it? What would you just leave this really funny part in and then cut a random part and then we come back with enough energy?
Yeah, absolutely do that.
So what would happen? What was happening in that moment? Were you getting a little wild?
Nah, you said Akaash and then it was a cut.
I see.
See, there we go.
I see. That's interesting.
No.
If he makes you cut it all, you better tell me.
I will.
No, wait, no.
I want to hear all that same energy. I want to hear all that same energy.
I want to cut out. I'm saying it right now.
Anyway, what y'all want to talk about, man?
Nothing now.
I mean, you just know that they have a separate group chat where they send each other all the clips of Jasleen disrespecting Akaash into oblivion. Also, just based off the way they were acting in these clips alone, it's almost as if they were relieved that the truth about Akaash's wife is finally out in the public. Like, they've probably tried for years to hint to Akaash that his wife is a monster that only loves Akaash's money. Because the fact of the matter is that the wife has disrespected Akaash basically the entire time they've been together. Like, there's not a single photo or video of them online sharing a
Oh my god. Yo! He goes in for the smooth, not even on the lips, on the cheek. She over there trying to play defense on him, bro. Like she's prime Kevin Garnett. Oh my gosh.
Or even pecking on the lips. In fact, she always manages to dodge Akaash when he tries to go in for a kiss.
Yo.
Even at their own wedding. Also in the
Even at their own wedding? Yo. Okay. You know what this is, bro? You know what this is, bro? Akaash said he was a virgin before he met her. This gotta be a case of like, yo, bro, yeah, she's disrespecting me, but I don't wanna leave her and then end up with nobody. Like, the fact that your own wife at your wedding is dodging your kisses, are we dead ass? Come on, bruh.
that same wedding video, she couldn't even say that she loved Akaash. She instead repeatedly says that she felt love from Akaash, which really can't be normal on the day of your wedding, right?
The first day I met Akaash, I felt like I could feel love from him. And then the first date and the first time we kissed and the first time he asked me to be his girlfriend and on, I felt so much love from him that at the wedding mark, I didn't have any expectation for that feeling.
You know, all the aunties at this wedding are looking at the clips now like, knew it.
To increase, but that feeling has increased where I feel even more love from him than I ever thought that I could.
Funnily enough, though, out of all the things to get defensive about, it was the whole kissing on the cheek thing that made her make a response video, where she makes the excuse that she's just really uncomfortable with PDA, which honestly would be a good excuse if she wasn't on TikTok and her own podcast talking about all the sexual fantasies that she's done and wishes that she could do.
And then I'll also respond to the people saying I don't like my husband because I turned away from a kiss. I've never liked PDA. Physical touch, I find it really overstimulating. And so it's something I actually work through with my husband because—
And you know what? That's okay. And it would have been smooth sailing if you weren't out here on your podcast and on TikTok talking about how you was popping your pussy. You was popping that cat in college. Come on, man.
That's his love
Let's be real
language.
here.
And
Come on,
I feel
man.
like
Let's be
for
real.
him, he tries to do physical touch to regulate his emotions, and I find it really dysregulating. So it's something we kind of work through in high stress situations because I get overstimulated when a lot of things are happening, and like my mother-in-law is there, my mom is there, and Akaash will tend to kiss me when there's a lot of people around, and sometimes I'm overstimulated, so I'm just like, oh, so yeah, if you want to know like my whole fucking psychosis.
And so, even if this were the truth, it still doesn't justify not kissing him on the day of their own wedding. Or even just recently when Akaash proposed to her the second time while they were in India. Like, if you haven't seen—
Second time? Are they together? Wait, hold on. Is this like a Hindu like Middle Eastern kind of thing? Let me know in the comments. All my Middle Eastern viewers, let me know. Cause he proposed to her once. A second time? I don't know. I don't know.
In that clip already, it's really bad. She not only dodges Akaash's kiss after he gets on one knee to propose, but after
Smooth
seeing
dodges
the
that
size of the diamond
John.
that Akaash sadly paid a lot of money for.
Motherfucker shining too, bro. Damn.
It was literally all she could talk about for the rest of the video.
And since I am renewing my vows, I think the only thing you can do is propose again.
Oh, renewing the vows. Okay, that makes so bad.
Oh, Jasleen, will you be Jasleen Singh forever again?
Yes! Oh my god!
She's saying yes to that diamond ring, bruh. Not you, B. That rose gold diamond ring.
Take that drinky thing off. Drinky ding.
Did you guys know this? Yes. Oh my god. How big is this?
Big enough for you to shut up every time I tell you.
Thank you so much. What do you say? This is
Oh my oh my god. That just sealed the deal right there, bro. Holy.
beautiful. Oh my god. You peed on Courtney Mustard.
So yeah, as you can see now, it's becoming more and more apparent that the only reason she's with Akaash is because he is a millionaire. Like, she straight up doesn't have a job and just spends Akaash's hard-earned money all day long, which she shamelessly brags about on her podcast.
But like any man that doesn't want to have a joint bank account or isn't being transparent with his account, that's a fucking red flag. His money is our money and my money is my money. That is actually...
You know what's so crazy? I think I saw this clip on TikTok and the amount of people that were in there like, oh my God, yes, bitch. Oh my God, yes, yes, yes. Like, what? Hey, if my wife wants me to, you know what I'm saying, check on her, do a little something, I do it. But she got to be deserving of that, you feel me? And joint a bank account, joint, and being transparent with my money, I ain't gonna lie. Not only am I not going for that, but a lot of my family would probably be like, no, bro, this is, if I had a girl and she said that to my mom would be like, get this woman out of my house right now. No joke. She'd be like, get this woman out of my house right now.
My number one, they must be generous with their finances from day one.
And so I think when she says these things, she thinks she's being some kind of stand-on-business girl boss influencer or whatever you want to call it. But in reality, she just comes across as the most ungrateful person of all time. Because she actually could have a decent job right now. Like, someone found her LinkedIn profile and she actually has a pretty respectable resume, so she could be earning a pretty good salary. But instead, she just chooses to waste Akaash's Patreon money on designer bags and clothing while pathetically pretending to be an influencer. So the size of Akaash's bank account is the only thing that keeps her around. And unfortunately, if this whole controversy ends in divorce, she would effectively own 50% of everything Akaash is worth, as she's confirmed that they did not sign a prenup. Because, and get this, she thinks prenups are red flags.
Is it just
of course
me,
you do.
or is the idea of asking a girl to sign a prenup incredibly offensive? And only one way. Like, if I asked someone to sign a prenup because I had some like booming business, then I would be like, yeah, can you just sign this prenup because like I don't want to like lose all my money. But then like if a guy asked me to sign a prenup, I would be like, I would call off the wedding. Like I would literally call off.
Do you not believe in equality? I really want to ask her that. Does she like not believe in equality? Because if it's that way for you, then it should be the same way for me. You are literally talking. You are literally saying what Akaash is feeling right now, bro. You are literally saying that shit. You are literally saying, oh yeah, if I had a business and, you know, I got all this money and stuff and I'm married to a man and I want him to sign the prenup, I'm gonna make him sign the prenup. But if it's roles reversed, I'm not doing it. And you don't see why people are in your comments like trolling and bullying the shit out of you for saying shit like this. Like you don't see the double standard within that. You don't see the like fuck the prenup being a red flag. Hey, my guys out there, girls like these, instant red flag. What you mean?
The wedding.
You would have called off the wedding if I asked you to sign a prenup?
Yeah, like I'm not even joking.
I hadn't.
So yeah, this just really looks like a lose-lose situation for Akaash Singh. I mean, he either ends things with her and loses half of his lifetime earnings, or stays in this extremely unhealthy relationship and retains the Akaash Singh label that's been handed to him by the public.
They put a picture of him up with Adam 22, bro. I ain't gonna lie, they low-key do look the same.
Which unfortunately he will probably do. Like, he lives this every day. And sadly enough, he's even talked about how he manages his feelings in the relationship on a podcast he did months before this all went down.
Yeah, it's turbulent. So we didn't have any tools. Our fights would get crazy. Like, I am very calm with her until I'm not, and then it's hard for me to cap the anger.
0 to 100 in a second.
0 to 100.
0 to 0 for 10 days and then...
She never felt unsafe like I would hit her.
Sure.
But like, I like hit myself a couple of times like a fucking maniac, and like, that's not gonna make you feel safe either.
No.
So it was a lot of therapy. As soon as we got together, I'd been thinking about therapy for a while, and I realized I love this girl, and I don't even think I knew how much until therapy, but like, I was like, yeah, I love this girl. This girl I wanna make it work with. I can't let this get in the way. So I started therapy 2016, I think.
Regardless of what he does, though, no one is ever forgetting this. Especially because he's a comedian who used to clown on guys for being in quote-unquote down bad relationships. The only thing Akaash has going for him right now is that he doesn't have a child with the lady. Like, even if he has to hand over 50%...
Brother Akaash, if you're watching this video or watching any of the other videos by like Young Don, MTR, Astro Dior, all them niggas, bro, I think all of us can agree when we say this. Do not have a child with that woman. Please don't. Please don't, bro. Because I feel like at that point, once they have the child, she's just going to dip. Like, I'm not going to lie. If they have the child, she's probably just going to dip at that point. But, yeah, bro. Like I said, bro, swallow your pride to the side. You're going to make more money in the long run. Just cut that check, bro. Divorce this woman. Cut that check. Move on with your life, bro, because I guarantee you, if you stay with this woman, things are just gonna get way more worse.
After a divorce, he can still slowly make that back. But once a child's in the picture, it will be 100% over for Mr. Singh, and he will be trapped forever.
Gosh, like, please don't divorce me because my credit score is fucked up too, and it would leave me in a really bad position. But then I guess like I just would go to OnlyFans or something like that.
What?
And like it would even.
Hell you will.
It will even out. No, I said if, like, God forbid, you know.
If I divorce you.
Don't say that.
But you said it.
Why are you even joking about that?
I'm not joking. You're joking about getting on OnlyFans. If I
said
yeah. So when you joke about OnlyFans, it's tee hee hee hee. But as soon as he jokes about divorce, now it's not funny no more. All right.
Why I wouldn't do it anyway? Those are my feet.
Well, don't even joke.
Don't joke about my feet.
So yeah, I think it's safe to say that his wife has done irreversible damage to his career, his well-being, and his reputation. And the craziest part is that he probably won't do anything about it. Fortunately, though, he will be back on Flagrant soon to discuss his side of the story, which hopefully will result in a full-blown intervention. So when that happens, I will definitely be making a video on it. So make sure to subscribe to not miss that. And
For sure, bro. Shout out American Redact. Y'all already know. It's the end of the video. Let's get into the lessons of this John, man. First and foremost, like I said in the first part of this video, vet who you are in a long-term relation with and vet who you gon' marry. Vet these people, bro. See what makes them tick, see what's good about them, see what's bad about them, weigh out the pros and the cons. And if there's someone you really fuck with, do what you gotta do. You feel me? I feel like a lot of people in the last video got it misconstrued, bro. Bro, love who you love. But also, know what you're getting into, bro. I mean, Akaash may have knew a little bit, but he didn't know that his wife was gonna go out and just embarrass him on a podcast. He ain't know that all this is gonna happen. But I feel like a lot of it too is not him being inexperienced. What's the word am I looking for? Him just looking at shit with rose-tinted glasses. Like, bro, this is his first anything, I think. This is his first girlfriend, first body, first wife, first everything. So he's looking at this joint with rose-tinted glasses. Meanwhile, everyone else is looking outside of this joint like, bro, This house is on fire. He's like, no, guys, this house is picture perfect. Look at the white marble. It's beautiful. We're out here like, bro, this marble is on fire. The roof is on fire. This house is going to blow up. You feel me? And I don't know if he's just trying to be oblivious to it because he really wants this to work out, or because he just sees it that way. But bro, you gotta swallow your pride to the side and realize that, bro, you are better off without this person. And this isn't just for him. This is for y'all that are in relationships that maybe aren't like this, but are bad too, bro. You can move on from this person, bro. You are better than this situation, bro. You do not need to be with this person. This person is not your lifeline. You break up with them, cool, you might be a little hurt, but guess what? Life will move on and you will move on too, bro. Things will get better, bro. So Akaash, if you're watching this, swallow your pride to the side. Cut the woman that check, because I'm pretty sure with y'all divorce, she's probably gonna get some cake back off the back end. But move on from this shit, and I guarantee you your shit is gonna get better and better, bro. Maybe get in the gym, maybe get a little more saucy with the game, get your swag right, you feel me? And you'll be fine, bro. Ain't Akaash is like pushing 40, right? People may say that his time is running out, but that's all perspective, bro. Akaash, your time ain't running out, bro. But it is getting a little slim, bro. And Jasleen is making it 10 times worse. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments, man. Love y'all so much. Marso Mafia the game. Marso Mob the squad. And I'm gonna see y'all in the next video, man. Peace.